everyone, I'm Becky,
And I'm Sarah.
and we're doing Bickering book reviews. Today we are talking about Wayfarers by Jeff Zentner and Brittany Cavallaro, which I got an audio of this off of NetGalley.
And I got the ebook off of NetGalley.
Oh, did you read it or did you listen to it?
I also listened to it, though, but I got both off of NetGalley.
Okay. Because there's something about that I wanted to talk about. So this book is about Sylvie. She just graduated from high school, and she decides that she's going to do like the Instagram van life thing. And her mother is independently wealthy because of a trust fund is the best way to describe it, and bought her this giant van, and she turned it into somewhere that she can travel in. On the flip side, there is Knox, whose mother was like decided to like just separate from life and give away all of your like earthly goods, and so he has spent kind of like the last 11 years living on a school bus doing that version of van life with kind of, it sounds almost like a cult that is kind of like a bunch of con artists. And so Sylvie stops at a campground, and she gets basically robbed by somebody in Knox's group, and Knox is kind of like, I'm done with this group, I'm gonna leave. And through a series of events, they end up on this cross-country trek together. And of course, there's flirting and romance.
Of course.
Of course. So I really liked this book. You did not like it as much.
No, I mean, it wasn't that I didn't like it. For its own purposes, it's fine. Like, it's a cute romance, it's well written, but like, it's not a book, to me, it's not like a book discussion book. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not a book discussion book, no.
You know?
But I really, like, it reminds me, I really loved Morgan Matson's first book, Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, and it kind of had that vibe, which I enjoyed. I thought it was interesting because, like, Sylvie has got this privileged van life Instagram thing going, whereas Knox is like, he even says at times, like, they dumpster dive for food. They're, like, absolutely, like, broke, and he's living in the back of the school bus. And I had read this article by this woman whose, like, father had decided when she was, like, 10 or 12 that they were going to live on a boat and go around the world. And it was basically about how, like, it was a horrible lifestyle if that's not what your, like, dream is, if it's thrust upon you. And I kept thinking about that. I thought that they touched on some, like, well, Jeff Zentner always manages to, like, touch on, like, serious issues in books that aren't necessarily serious, if that makes sense. Because they did talk about, like, issues with, like, because he was basically in a cult. Issues with that, and stuff with his grandmother. And, like, there's even, like, simple things like the phone doesn't work. Well, they don't have money, so maybe the phone doesn't work because they couldn't afford it.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's okay. It's an okay book. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, I think it was interesting that they were exploring parts of the country that you don't typically see in road trip books. Like, I thought that was cool. Like, they were in Upper Michigan, which was fun because
on the Pacific Coast Highway. Yeah.
You know, and I just don't know. It wasn't anything like unique that I haven't seen before, but it was but it was well written. Like, it was well done, and I did enjoy the experience while I had it. I just don't.
Yeah, there were parts of it that, like, made me laugh aloud. It reminded me of Rain and Delilah's Midnight Matinee, because, like, there's a couple things that, like, every time I see the book, it still makes me giggle. Like, beagles become basset hounds and truck bread.
See, but I was far more charmed by Rain and Delilah than I was this one. Like, this one was good. It just, I don't know. It was okay. It was okay.
Well, and I noticed, like, when I was reading it, and so, like, when I was listening to it, so I haven't seen the text, but there's parts of it which I found very charming, and it was literally, like, just their conversations. But you knew it was just a conversation, and it was easy to follow because the narrator kind of, like, switched the voice up. And so yeah. I don't know in the print if it would be different fonts or whatever, because it doesn't say, like, Knox and then Sylvie, but it was just like, going back and forth, and, like, I really enjoyed that in an audio, but I don't know how it translated to print.
Well, and at certain points, it kind of felt like some of it was poetry, too.
Yes, it did. Which does it, again, with it being a Zentner book. So yeah, and I like I said, I really enjoyed it. I just
The audio was really well done.
the audio
Like,
was really well done. It's like two of my favorite readers too, so I
right.
was very happy about that. And I think Michael Crouch has read every Zentner book since Serpent King. Like, so that's unsurprising. Um, I don't really have much else to say. Like I said, it's a road trip romance book. I thought that it kind of stood out. I enjoyed it. I'd recommend it. Should we just rate it?
I
Unless
don't,
you have anything else.
yes, but I don't know if I'd like. I don't know if this would be the first like Zentner book that I'd recommend. You know what I mean? Like Rain and Delilah gives you all of that, but like it's far more interesting. I don't know.
I guess it's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I guess.
Because
All right. Yes, we can
if
go
you
ahead
want
and rate it.
something just absolutely beautiful in the wild light, right? Like chunks of
Yeah.
In the Wild Light read like poetry, and I feel like also Brittany Cavallaro. I believe she did those like Study in Scarlet books. The about was she Sherlock Holmes' like great grandniece, and it's that, and then it's Watson's like great grandson, and they're like at boarding school together. I really enjoyed those too, and maybe that's one of the reasons I enjoyed this is because I've liked both of these authors' previous books.
I don't know if I've read anything by her before.
Yeah.
I know.
Um. So we should just rate it. Our rating system starts top with 5 unicorns. We go down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it is a horse.
I mean, I'm gonna give it 4 unicorns. I feel like I'm being very generous, but like I'm giving it 4. I mean, it was really well written. I did really enjoy my experience through it. I just don't know if it's going to stand up to like memory. Like if I'm going to remember it a month from now.
Well, and I'm at a 4 too because, like I said, this is like the first book in a while that I've been like, I really want to know what happens. I want to stick with it, and like I enjoyed it. And I will also say, like, the narrators really did bump it up too. Like,
Yeah.
it was a very good audiobook. I would recommend the audiobook very quickly. So that is where we are on Wayfarers, and we'll see you around. Bye.
Bye.